morning guys, just on the way to take the car down for its MOT. I don't think there's anything that she can fail on, but yeah, I'll let you know how she gets on. Hopefully she's on her best behaviour. Well, stay tuned. Looking highly likely that I'm going to be late, but shouldn't be too bad. Feels more than 20 degrees, doesn't it?
Alright.
I think I'm going to have to look at getting either, if I can't find me other one, my 3-point window mount for the phone. Don't think about it. Yeah, if I can't find me 3-point window mount for the phone to do my videos, I think I might have to just get another one. Because that's not the best, is it? Let's be honest. I mean, it's holding nice and strong, because it's only on a dash magnet. Ah, bloody hell, why is it so hot? You're not bleeding sweating, I am.
Not too bad, isn't it?
Maybe I'm just worried that it's going to fail its MOT. I don't think it will. I can't think of anything that's going to fail on. The only thing that came up on its last MOT as an advisory was the rear brakes were really bad. Since then I've had all new brakes fitted on it. Hopefully she's on her best behaviour. Get that done, and then it's just a case of get the little few jobs that need doing on the Golf done, and then get the bike finished. And as I did say to you, once the bike's gone, I'm thinking about buying a little VW Fox or something, as like a little project car. I'm surprised you haven't done anything to your bike. You know what I mean?
Don't want to do too much mods on it.
No, obviously not, but you still want to like sort of make it your own. Last I checked, you were saying that you want to change your headlights for them swooping LED one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we boot. Bloody boiling in here.
Bloody unusual, them cars.
Oh,
Them Range Rovers and fleet door.
never been a fan of Range Rovers or Land Rovers. In the same way that I don't like BMW or Mercedes. Pay stupid money for them. They're quite low on the reliability thing for the poly each year, and they devalue dead quick. I think most Mercedes lose something like 40% of the value in the first year.
Called Ruster.
They're all rust. Mercedes vans are probably the worst build quality. Every time you see them, there's rust all over it. Even the brand new ones. I have to open this window. It says bleeding 20 degrees, it feels more like 1,000,000. I was supposed to go to that classic microcar festival, weren't I? A few weeks back, and I completely forgot about it. I don't mean microcars, I mean lads the toys, I mean like the little small cars that have got like a 600cc engine. I think the Japanese call them K cars or something like that. I'm 3 minutes late already and we're halfway there. Pardon. I'm gonna go this way. Cut out the hidden traffic on the other two roundabouts. And we gave the car a full valet yesterday, so she's nice and clean for her MOT. Even shined up the tyres. Bentley Bentayga. And there's that one of the red shape players. See how that's Liverpool's training ground there.
But that's an heavy car though.
Huh?
Bet you that's a heavy
The
car.
Bentayga, yeah, it will be. I think they're something like a ton heavier than a Range Rover, but they're more powerful. Now what's he doing?
Reading paper on his bloody steering wheel.
Driving along to 5 miles an hour while he's reading. What a numpty.
Looks like he's going off the vintage times.
Sorry, girl.
A to Z days. Used to do that every Sunday with that bike.
It's on this side, isn't it, somewhere?
Yeah.
Figured it out. No, not that one. I'm guessing it's that one there. It says MOT. Do you reckon? No, next one. Unless I've missed my turn. No, there it is. Car and van MOT centre. Whoa, go on, I'll let you go. I'm a swell guy. Let's plug that in. Ah, don't tell me they're busy. There's a stupid bleeding car park here, haven't they?
Yeah.
So tight. Right, well, we're at the MOT centre anyway, so we'll let you know how it goes. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're back from the MOT. How do I put it? So she was on her best behaviour and she would have passed, other than me. She would have flown through the MOT and passed, but I'm an absolute idiot and I made her fail because that bolt there was missing, so they failed it. That one, the wheel nut was missing, and that's down to me, not the car. So I've put the nut back on. That's that one actually. I've put the nut back on and she's going straight back in for a reset in the morning because they're a bit busy today. So yeah, she failed on something that I forgot to put back on. So tomorrow morning I'll give you an update, and yeah, there's now no reason that she'll fail. So get it back in tomorrow and I'll let you know how she is. Thanks for watching. So it's about 9:30 the following day, and as expected, I've replaced the wheel nut that I'm an idiot that I forgot to put back on, and sent it in for its reset on its MOT. As expected, she passed. Literally just went in, he looked at the bolt, checked that it was all tight and that, and then he signed me paperwork. So yeah, other than me, she pretty much flew through her MOT. Yes, she has got a couple of like minor sort of monitor things that need to be done, which I'm going to get done anyway. I know it only says it's minor, but just trying to think. Drive shaft on this side, the bush that connects onto the wheel here is a little bit corroded, so they're saying to change that, but I'm just going to change the whole drive shaft right across because it's brand new then. Coolant pump is a little bit faulty, but we don't know whether that's down to the wires or the coolant pump itself, because it doesn't overheat. Even if you like bleeding thrash it on the motorway, it still doesn't overheat. So that needs doing, and I'm still thinking I might change all of the electric hydraulic suspension on it, because what's the point in being able to put it in sport or comfort or whatever if the hydraulics aren't really doing the job properly. So they're the 3 jobs that I need doing on this, or not so much need doing, but well, they do, but just not urgently. So I'm going to get them done. Right, I'm just going to go inside because it's a bit windy. Just give me a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was going to explain to you everything out there, but kind of a bit windy out there, so don't think you'll be able to hear me properly anyway. And what can I tell you? Right, okay, so my car needs, well, doesn't need as such. The coolant pump will need doing, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. That's got to go into the garage to get investigated to see if it's a broken wire or a dodgy wire, or whether the coolant pump is actually gone. Again, my drive shaft, explaining outside, it's the bush on the driver's side of the drive shaft is a bit corroded, so it's in need to be changed. So I thought, I might as well change the whole thing, both sides, and I know it's done. What else? Oh yeah, I've got the dynamic suspension on the CC, so obviously you press the button, goes from comfort to normal to sport, and at the moment I can't use it properly because of, I think the shockers are slightly worn, or maybe they've leaked or something, I don't know. So I've got to get that changed. Onto the Golf. Boost pressure sensor needs doing, which that should have arrived a couple of days ago. Don't know why it's not here. What else? Again, she needs to change her shockers all round, and because especially the front ones are really badly rusted. Even the arm that goes in and out as part of the shocker, which should stay like a shiny chrome. I got under the car yesterday in the shiny chrome bit of the shocker. Even that's badly rusted, so that's a big one that's got to be done. But I've suggested maybe change the springs as well while she's at it, get the job done. What else? Oh yeah, she's changing the full steering kit unit as well. So basically the wishbones on both sides, anti-roll bar on both sides, and the track rod end on both sides. So it'll have pretty much a full steering unit and a full suspension kit, brand new on the Golf, so that's good times. Trying to think, is there anything else I've missed out for the Golf? I mean, there probably is little tedious things that are more like what she wants to change to sort of modify the car. I know she wants to change the front and back lights, so she wants to go for more, I think it's the Mark 6 GTI front headlights and the Mark 6 GTI rear lights. It might even be the 6.5, I'll have to have a look. What else? The bike, I'm waiting for a gasket for the engine cover to arrive. Again, that should have been here by now, because once I've got the gasket, I can take the engine cover back off, put the gasket on, put the new oil in, and then I've got to then test if what I'd done a few days ago has worked. It now goes in gear to drive the bike. I need to bleed the brakes and see if I can get, the front one's not too bad, it does work, but it's not the strongest, but the rear brakes not working at all, so I've got to bleed that. If that doesn't work, I'm guessing the pistons inside the calipers seized, in which case I might as well just change the front and back calipers completely on the bike. After that, it's just a case of putting all the fairings back on the body and get the engine registered to the new frame, and then get it MOT'd, and then I can sell it. I would have used the bike, but I really can't be bothered with the spending out on a CBT, spending out on your tax and your insurance, and then you've got to use it for a bit. And chances are, even if I did put it back on the road, I'd only use it maybe once or twice a month for maybe 6-7 months and then sell it anyway. The only other option would be to do the CBT and then go in for my full bike license and then stay whenever I please, but again, I can't be bothered with all that. So it's more looking like I'll probably finish the bike, I'll probably finish the bike and then go down the road of selling it, and then put some more money away and look at getting another project car instead. Now, project cars I've looked at, I'd like to have another Mark 1 Matiz. I know that sounds really strange, but Rosie had a Matiz before we started the channel and she loved it. At first she was like, oh god, because she bought it for £100 and it was a bit of a wreck. So she bought it for £100 and slowly we fixed things up, changed a little bit of engine components, put a new gear linkage on it, and then we slowly started modifying it. Things like the interior, we took the dashboard off and it was grey, we sprayed it black, make it look a bit more nicer. Got the windows tinted, seats, the door handles and the door handles for opening the door, they were just matte grey. Again, we sprayed them black and put bits of chrome trim on them just to make it look that bit more nicer. LED headlights, changed all the indicators to LED. We also changed the steel wheels for alloys, I think. Or did we get the alloys refurbed? Yeah, might have actually got the alloys refurbed. But the car looked really nice, considering it was only a Matiz. It did look really nice once it was finished. Leo, stop chewing your foot. Again, I never ever had the chance to have my borer on the page, on the channel, whatever, because again, I'd already sold the borer to my brother when the channel hadn't even existed yet. So I don't think he'd ever sell that car back to me. So the other option is to get another silver borer with the same alloys on, but I'd go for maybe a better spec one, like a Highline with more power, and then go down the road of using that as a project car. So there's two options. I've also looked at a VW Fox, but they're still quite expensive at the minute. When I say expensive, I mean it's a small car, and a 2007 VW Fox, you're still looking at about £2,000, which is still a bit much considering I'm only looking to get a small profit off the car when I sell it on. I mean, if I can get a big profit, then brilliant, but for my budget of what I'm doing, I'm just buying cheaper cars, cleaning them up, fixing them up, doing a little bit of modifying on them, making them look a bit nicer, and then flog them for a bit of a profit. What else have I looked at? Oh, the MG6, is it? It's like a coupe saloon thing. It looks like the Mark 1 Insignia. Quite like them, and I've looked at a few of them because they've come down significantly. I think you can get them for about 1,100 quid. So they're not too bad. I think they'll come down a bit more by the time I'm ready. What else have I looked at? I've even looked down the road of a classic car, but the ones that I'm picking out in the classic cars are a little bit more pricey, so I think that's going to go in the bin, that idea. Give me a minute. Sorry about that, I've not had a drink since I got up this morning. Right, trying to think of what else I've actually thought about. I don't know, but anyway, as I said, if I sell the bike, I'm looking down the road of getting a project car. I would have looked down the road of something like a Volkswagen Iltis, which is basically a one-off VW military vehicle that looks like a late 90s, early 2000s Land Rover Discovery. I would have looked at one of them, but there's one in this country and it's up for sale for something silly like 16 or 17,000. There's lots of them in the likes of Germany, Holland, Austria, that are more closer to my price range, but they're still a little bit out because they're still about £3,000 to £4,000, but they're in a different country, so then you've got to pay import and tax and get it registered, and I'm thinking it would have been nice, but well. My other option would be for me and Rosie to go down the road of getting two e-scooters. So that's ESKUTA. It's a British brand, and it's an e-scooter. You might have even seen Deliveroo or Just Eat going around on them. It looks like a moped. To get it moving, you pedal it, and then the electric motor does all the rest of it. It's supposed to do up to like 20-25 miles an hour. But yes, that wouldn't be a project, but it'd be something else for content, because there's a fella that does that type of content in Canada, and he gets absolutely millions of views just by going out, whether it's in the day or in the night on his little e-scooter. He does a little bit of a road trip, I don't know, maybe the shops or something, and he comes back and that's it, and he gets millions of views just off doing something like that on an electric bike, scootery thing. But what else? Oh yeah, I know the parts are there to change the steering kit for the Golf. It's my last day off today, so I can't be bothered doing it. 1 and 2, the Golf's not here anyway, because as I said, it's my last day off and Rosie's in work. She's took the Golf with her, so that can't be done. Can't do anything on my car because again, I haven't ordered the parts. Can't be done. Can't touch the bike because there's only one part that's needed to be ordered, and that's the gasket for the engine cover. Again, that's not here. So it's exciting times at the minute. Many jobs to be done that can't be done because either the parts aren't here or the vehicle's not here. So but yeah, there will be a video going up soon. I haven't uploaded it yet of me, Michael, kind of Rosie was there to hold the camera and all. But we took the engine cover off the bike to have a look at the clutch plates, and sure enough, they was stuck together. So we've dismantled that, but as I said, I couldn't complete the video because we didn't have the engine cover gasket to put it all back together and put the oil in and check that the gears are now working. So I'll either upload that in part 1 and part 2 or just one big video, but that's probably the next one that goes on anyway. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and comment. I don't know, maybe if you're gonna watch any of the videos, maybe comment on stuff that you'd like us to do or try next, or even ideas of what you make, little subtle modifications for the car, because I don't like all this big in your face stuff. Yeah, just little ideas of what we can do with the channel next. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, don't forget to spread the word. Tell your friends or your family about our channel, because without you, we can't grow the channel and we can't hit the targets that we'd like to hit. But yeah, thanks for watching. Much appreciated. I'll see you in the next one. I'll let you see Leo before we go. Leo, come here, lad. Come and say hello. All right.